Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here with Rangers. We're going to be taking on Kilmarnock just now at Ibrox before the big European tie against Benfica, of course. 5 points behind Celtic still. Win here, we move obviously within the two before Celtic travel to second bottom St Johnstone tomorrow at McDiarmid Park. Chance to go 9 clear actually of bottom place Aberdeen for St Johnstone, so maybe they will be out to get something against Celtic, but I still don't think they will. But we need to do whatever we can. 13 wins, 3 draws, no losses, our record against Killie. Tim's who's on the bench there. Dimitri Mitchell can come off the bench for Sam Byram, and that's because Stefano Denswell can actually provide cover at left back. Danilo Cataldi, 61%. Is he ready to come back in? You can get 45. I don't think. Nah, I think Cataldi's just going to sit out just now. He's not quite ready to come back in. We will go with Andre Horta returning to the lineup in favour of Conor Moore. That will leave us with Fulton, Young, Riedel, Denswell, Edelman, McGinn, Burjonas, Podence, Horta, Molina and Chiacherry. And that will be our lineup as we take on Killie here. Looking for a good, strong performance before we play that game, of course, against Benfica. Who's this boy up front? Gavin Shutliff, that's right, I recall him. Expect nothing but a win here, boys. Manuel Riedel appreciates that sentiment as we jump into the game, and we'll just encourage the team to start off with. They need to be in good form today. Get a bit of swagger going before we play Benfica. We do have an advantageous position, of course, against Benfica, being the score is 1-1 and we're leading on away goals, but still going to be a tricky game against good opposition as we give the ball right to Cadiz there, but he gives it right to Edelman, thankfully. Molina into McGinn, down the line to Horta. Can he provide the cross for Alberto in the middle? Gets a half a yard, it's in. It's Alberto Chiacherry, but it's miles over the bar in the end. Apparently Daniel Podence is looking unsure. Let's try and reassure him. Let's tell him to calm down, see if that works. He's still looking unsure, apparently. Alright, Molina now, McGinn. 20 minutes, nothing really created as a worry. McGinn, it's a speculative effort and it's a easy enough save for the Killie goalkeeper. We don't have that swagger going yet in the opening 20 minutes that we wanted. As Shutliff heads Molina's corner away for another corner. Back in, away by Taylor this time. Comes to Chiacherry. Crosses it low, but it's easy enough for the keeper. Cuspioz, João Cuspioz, rolls it out to Masterson. And Kilmarnock with only 40% possession, no shots, having given up 8 shots to us. Comfortable here at nothing each, you'd feel. McGinn pinches it, one back though by Thomas Silva. Was it Shutliff hits a speculative effort? What a save, Ian Fulton onto the post. And that's how quickly this game can turn if we don't get our act together. Right, push forward. We want this lead before half time. They've had one shot and they've actually came the closest to scoring. A fantastic stop by Ian Fulton to deny Gavin Shutliff. But it's going to end the first half at 0-0. It's been a shocker of a half. We've created absolutely nothing of note. Assertively not good enough. Who do we change though? Podence has been poor, Molina's been poor, Chiacherry's been poor, they've all been poor. We'll bring Houston on for Podence, see if he can recover any of his great form that he was shown previously. And we'll demand more out of them for this second half. We need to get the win here or else we can probably kiss goodbye to the league. I know Celtic would have the chance to go 7 points clear tomorrow with only 8 games left to play. Right, we're going to give Morelos 30 minutes as well because it's just no work today for Alberto. Oh, corner kick as we're about to change it. Molina in, Riedel rises, doesn't win it, comes back to McGinn. Tees up Alfredo Morelos, takes a touch, bangs one, but it is comfortably wide of the post in the end. We're going to have to go overload now, try and make sure we get this. But 20 minutes left in the game. We will also throw on Liam Henderson. We'll move Andre Horta wide onto the left hand side, where he can play as an inside forward. We really need to get the goal here. 15 one-shot counts, still nothing each. Kilmarnock's defence is held very, very well. And all of our boys are disappointed, really, as Nobrega lines up a free kick for Kilmarnock, pings it forward, Denswell cuts it out. Right, let's catch them on the break. It's given away. It's really, really poor there. Nelson picks it back up for Kelly. We had the chance to break and we've given it right back to them. Tavares to Shirtliff. Well done, Denswell again winning it back. Right, come on, Houston, look forward. Jonas now, but Kelly are back in their shape. Jonas hits a speculative, but what a pass that actually is, pardon me, was not speculative whatsoever. Horta puts it in, Morelos is attacking, rises, nods it, and it's looped over the keeper and in. Right, let's completely switch what we're doing now and go to contain. Make sure we win here, and Morelos with a statement that he wants to start against Benfica in the Champions League. Nodding home what could be a late winner for us. Tighten up, boys. 4 minutes to go. And you know what? That is the kind of win that champions grind out. 1-0. Kilmarnock hearts broken by a late Morelos goal. Delivered into perfection by Andre Horta. And nodded, just looping over the keeper by Morelos for the victory. Terrible performance, in truth, from us. Not what we needed going into the Benfica game. But maybe getting the goal like that will actually lift the spirits. They'll be buoyant, having nicked it late on like that. I hope. Ahead of that Benfica game, the question still remains, do we go back to the 3 at the back that we play in the big games? Or do we stick with this aggressive? I think we'll go back to the 3 at the back. If I'm 100% honest, I think we'll go back to the 3 at the back. I think trying to play this 4-2-3-1 against Benfica would maybe be a bit disrespectful. I know we're at home. I just think we need to, as I say, show enough respect to them. They're obviously a quality team with some quality players that could rip us open if we're not careful. So we're going to go back to the 3 at the back for the Benfica game. Of course, we do have the advantage in that one, but we only have the 1 away goal. The only way we can go through on away goals, of course, is if the game does finish 0-0, which is highly unlikely, given our defensive record. Right, Celtic at McDiarmid Park against St Johnstone now, looking to restore that 5-point gap, and they do. Lee Griffiths in the 33rd minute, 5 points ahead of us with 30 games played. It's getting really tense now in that battle for the league. I think there's 3 games left, no, 2 games left, and then we'll be travelling to Parkhead. Obviously a massive one in the title decider. Go there and get a result, and we're laughing. Go there and get beat, it's probably over. Okay, here we go now. Anticipation building for this one against Benfica. We'll go into the tactics here. We will be changing it. Jamie Jonas, unfortunately, suspended for this. How is he only 2 stars? That's super harsh. If you ask me, super harsh. He's played very, very well for us. Anyway, back to the 3 at the back. The lineup. We'll pick the lineup just before the game. Oh, okay, we'll pick the lineup now so we can do the briefing. Ian Fulton, Manuel Riedel, Stefano Denswell, Murray Wallace, Sebastian Young, who's actually really impressed since coming in, Marcel Edelman, John McGinn, Danilo Cataldi's going to get thrown back in, even if he's not entirely ready in terms of his match sharpness. Andre Horta and Liam Henderson will be the pairing in behind the striker. Alfredo Morelos, why not? He grabbed the goal at the weekend there and we have to reward performance. Byram, who else? Byram, I suppose Mitchell, Houston, Molina, Afif and Chia Cherry will be the bench, apart from not Molina because he's unregistered. Podence instead of Molina. Who wants Podence? Frankfurt and Atalanta. Akram Afif wanted by Real Betis still. Stefano Denswell wanted by Schalke. Ian Fulton wanted by West Ham. How long? He's still got 4 years on his deal. There's no way he's leaving. So that will be the lineup. Hand over to Bert Konteman to do Pre-match briefing. Getting a bit nervy about this one now. Cataldi can only get 45 minutes allegedly. We'll put him out there for the first 45, see how he copes. Gonzalo Martinez is out for them. Looks a decent-ish player. Daley Blint's ineligible. Marcos Llorente is suspended. That's good. That's a big player missing for them. And we've already done all this, so we can just dive right in. I hope Cataldi copes well today. He's vital to the formation. And then, look at that bloody lineup. But like, they look a lot more deadly than you would think Benfica sounds. I mean, Jovetic and Bakambu is some lineup up front. Konoplyanka on the left. Ricardo Horta on the right there. They're a good team, man. We just need to hope we can produce what we did in the first game. What was that? Benfica have won 4... No, I'm not going to mention that. I'm just going to say, come on, lads, show what you can do to keep the run going. And when we come in here, what will I tell them? I'll just encourage them as we normally do. As Benfica get us underway here. Big game now. Of course, we managed to qualify here. It'll be a massive success this season, even if we don't win the title. As Pepe plays it to Sakai, goes back to their goalkeeper. Batala out on the other side. Rafa Sors. Konoplyanka over the top for Jovetic. It's a good ball. He's forced wide though, but Bakambu's arriving for support. It is crossed towards him. Murray Wallace away. Henderson picks it up. Come on, hit them in the break. Edelman into Horta now. Through to Morelos. Come on, hold it up. Playing it wide. Edelman, can he find this? If we can get this early goal. Whipped in by Edelman. Away by Martinez. Quarta. Sakai picks it up. Looks to clear. It's a poor clearance. Falls to Horta. Tees up. Edelman. Oh, and the young left back almost with a classic Champions League goal there. Just couldn't quite get it in. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Nonetheless, defending to do now. Konoplyanka puts it in. Get it away. It's Quarta. And it's a big, dirty free kick. And it's 1-0 to Benfica. Gutted about that. That does not set a good tone for the game as Batala plays it out to Alvaro. Plays it to Martinez. Quarta. Alvaro again. Back to Batala. Pings it out wide. Konoplyanka now against Young. Young manages to win it. Henderson for Horta. That's a shocker of a pass from Henderson. Will come to Cataldi though. Play it to... Oh, I thought you could have played in Morelos there. He's got Edelman arriving though. Come on, pick a good cross here, son. Forced back by the Benfica defenders. Rolls it to Henderson. Well, look inside Henderson. Closed down very well. Beats one. Finds Edelman in the box. Drill it across. Puts it in there. Morelos tees up. Cataldi coming in. Oh, he's hit it too hard. That's two good chances we've had, and we've fluffed our lines. He shouldn't be blazing that over from there. Edelman should let him away with because he's a teenage left back, but Cataldi should do better. Here's Horta now. Swings one in. Wallace is there. Doesn't even jump. McGinn gets it now. Tee him up. Tees up Henderson. Into Morelos. Takes a touch. Challenge well. It'll come back to McGinn. Sets himself. Shoot. Scores! John McGinn. 1-1. Beautiful. Like, come on, push forward. We've got them on the back foot now. How well did he take that? Set himself. He didn't rush it like Edelman and Cataldi did. He set himself, battered it beyond the goalkeeper. 8-1 on the shot count. We are hammering them here. We need to take advantage. Morelos has been poor. Going to bring on Chiacheri at half time. And it's a 14-1, pardon me, shot count from the first half. Somehow it's only one apiece though. Which currently, of course, would have us heading for extra time. Right. We were the better team. Just go back out and do what you're doing and we'll be fine. Morelos comes off for Chiacheri, who can hopefully provide something different up top. Just demand a wee bit more out of them for this second half. Denswell to Rido. We've got a huge chance to go through. We're probably not going to get a better chance to reach the Champions League quarter-final for a number of seasons now. We're turning in an exceptionally good performance here at home. Just needing to win this game to go to the quarterfinals. 19-2 is the shot count. As we go into the last 25 minutes here. Come on. Oh no. Andre Horta picks up an injury. Damn it. What's wrong with him? lower leg injury. I'm going to keep going and see what happens. I know we're risking injury to him here. Cherry's got a gashed head, that's fine, he can play through that. God, the boys are looking tired now. Alvaro now. Have we waited too long to make the change? That's a great ball to Konoplyanka. Come on, don't you dare. Whipped in. Unreal. It is an absolute fluke from Konoplyanka. And honestly, you have to say maybe I waited too long. Maybe I should have changed something. A FIFO come on for Horta. Riedel will go up front. Just try to think of what to do here. Denswell and all that will be at the back. In fact, let's think about this. Marcelo Edelman can play as an attacking midfielder apparently. Is he big? Yeah, he's 186, he's relatively big. So I'm going to take Cataldi off for Padence. We're going to go with this. It's very, very aggressive here, but we need to win this game. There's nothing else we can do. We need to win this game on the night. We need 2 goals here because we're behind our away goals as well, sure. We need a massive effort. It's very unlikely. We don't deserve to be behind as we are. Now we're just going to have to throw everything we have at them. We're going to win at the back. Denswell will play as a target man as well. We're just going to have to lump it into the box. We're not going to get it now. We've absolutely blown a golden chance at the quarterfinals here. And this just puts a real dampener on the seasons. It goes long for Jovetic. Murray Wallace wins the header. Young does enough, I suppose. Comes to Padence. Get one now and you never know. We're in for a hell of a finish. Cherry picking it up now with his bandaged head. Into the middle. Denswell. Got 2 arriving on overlap. Afif. Oh, why have you shot, son? If he takes a touch there and just squares it up. Oh, that's brutal. Sums up the game though. Jovetic to Rafa Soares. Jovetic can reverse this ball easily. Konoplyanka, who's really ripped us on that left hand side today. Vukocevic, Jovetic. We need to pinch this and get it up, but we're not going to. I have a horrible feeling this could be 3-1. It's Bakambu. It's like 4-on-1. He can just square this up. Oh, he shoots. Wow. I thought only players in Rangers shots did that. But we've lost the game. Afif pinching it. Edelman launching it. Riedel picking it up. Moving it to Denswell. Takes a poor touch. Gets it back for Cherry, who looked offside. He's in, he shoots, he misses. Sums up the game, that. Really sums up the game. We could have won this about 6-2 if we'd have taken more chances here. It's over and we are out now. A 2-1 loss at home to Benfica. 25-7 shot count. We had more shots on target than they had shots. And we've lost the game 2-1. Don't be too hard on the team. No. I'm not happy with that. Aggressively unhappy. It's a pathetic, pathetic performance. Honestly. It's shocking. If we look at the board confidence for the Champions League, they're probably going to be really happy. I mean, UEFA Champions League, minimum expectation, we hit the group stage. They're delighted that we reached the knockout round. It's sitting at 72% there, but honestly, I'm kind of feeling a wee bit broken by that. Gutted. I really thought we were going to go through. Particularly with the way we played in that first half to respond to going behind. McGinn getting the goal. I thought we were going to do it. That's really, it's really hard to take, honestly. I'm kind of gutted about that. Well, not a lot we can say. I mean, that's our first defeat in, what, over 2 months. It's a horribly, horribly timed one. If you look back and examine the game, could I have changed it earlier? Maybe, but I just felt we had the better of the game, and if we kept plugging away, we would get it. Clearly not, though. Clearly not. Well, that's the European adventure over for another season. It really does sting that that we've went out in such fashion. I mean, getting the draw away in Portugal and then actually getting beat at home when we played so well is really hard to take. But we need to turn our focus back to the league now, our attention. We can't be feeling sorry for ourselves. We've got 2 big games coming up at Ibrox against Falkirk and Hearts. We need to rebound, make sure we keep chasing down Celtic. We need the title now to make this a successful season. We're at home to Falkirk. Celtic then travel to 7th place Hamilton, who are chasing a top 6 position. Then we're at home to Hearts while they visit Hibs at Easter Road, who are looking actually to stave off Hamilton's challenge for that top 6 place. So hopefully, chance to get back into the title hunt before we go to Parkhead. So listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. It's a really, really sour note on what happens on the Champions League front there against Benfica, but do you know what? It happens to teams, and we've seen it in real life to Celtic and Rangers so many times where we've played so well, but just a little bit of European prowess, would you call it? A little bit of savviness, and they take the only 2 chances they actually created, the free kick and then the Konoplyanka fluke at the end, whereas we had chance after chance that we pissed up against the wall, frankly. So, listen, it's harsh, but credit to the boys for getting to there. You know, from failing to qualify for the Europa League in Season 1, we're here now in Season 5, gutted not to be in the quarter-final of the Champions League. So if that's no progress, I don't know what is. Should I have went more aggressive with a 4-2-3-1 rather than the 3 at the back? Maybe, but I think the way the game unfolded, I think we got it right. We were just unlucky. So, if you have enjoyed the episode, please do drop down below and leave a like on the video. It really does help out the channel and I do appreciate it a lot. Of course, to follow the title race now to the end of the season, you can subscribe to the channel, which I'd be eternally grateful for. But mostly just want to thank you guys for watching this one, even if it didn't go our way, and say that I'll see you next time when we're back at Ibrox, 2 in a row against Falkirk and Hearts.